Good night, and welcome once again, friends. Tonight's topic: return to the old path. Return to the old path, the old waste places. Where is the old path? My opinion and conviction: that narrow path which leads to God. Broad is the way, broad is that pathway to sin. So, another question: what then is the old path? My opinion and conviction again: returning to primitive godliness. Example: the Ten Commandments, picking up our cross daily, sacrificing ourselves on the altar, victory over sin. What about you? I pray it is the same. Okay, let's step away from my opinion and conviction, because if it doesn't square up with the Bible, there is no light in what I just said. Only mere human wisdom. And God's thoughts are higher than my thoughts. Therefore, let's hear what he says. Let's read Isaiah 58 verses 12 through 14. And let's remain in the context of these verses. Let's remain in the context of these verses. Isaiah 58 verses 12 through to 14. And I'm going to be reading from my King James Version Bible, as usual. And I read, "And they that shall be of thee shall build the old waste places. Thou shalt raise up the foundations of many generations, and thou shalt be called the repairer of the breach, the restorer of paths to dwell in." 13. "If thou turn away thy foot from the Sabbath, from doing thy pleasure on my holy day, the holy of the Lord, and call the Sabbath a delight, the holy of the Lord honorable, and shalt honor him, not doing thy own ways, nor finding thy own pleasure, nor speaking thy own words." 14, final verse. "Then shalt thou delight thyself in the Lord, and I will cause thee to ride upon the high places of the earth, and feed thee with the heritage of Jacob thy father, for the mouth of the Lord hath spoken it." Okay, I'm going to briefly summarize these verses. Remember, we are staying in context. The repair of the breach, old waste places, returning to the old path. Okay, verse 12. Verse 12 tells us that those who are of God will raise up the foundations of many generations, and they will be called the repairer of the breach, the restorer of paths to dwell in. Then verse 13 tells us in context what is the old path, what is the breach, what needs to be repaired. And this is the Sabbath, the fourth commandment, the seventh day of the week, which is Saturday. Many say it is the Jewish Sabbath, but my Bible tells me that the Sabbath was made for man. Mark 2 verse 27. It didn't say it was made for the Jews. All the other commandments Christendom are willing to obey, except the fourth. Majority say it was done away with or nailed to the cross. This is the commandment breach that needs repair. Verse 14. Verse 14 tells us that after this breach is repaired, then and only then, within this context, shall we delight ourselves in the Lord, and all the promises made to our forefathers, example Jacob, Abraham, we can claim, even the heavenly Canaan. Of course, there are other breaches to be repaired, example the righteousness of Christ, overcoming sin daily. But we stayed within context. Okay then, friends, I pray that someone received the light on this topic for tonight. But if you're still in doubt, please take it to the Lord in prayer. Don't forget to like and share the video with a friend. You may also leave a comment at the bottom. Okay for now. Until next time, stay blessed. Love you.